This is CBS 6 This Morning Weekend.
Look at that. Gorgeous shot. Well, February sure threw a lot our way weather-wise. We got high winds, some heavy snows, single-digit wind chills. So March is, I think, decided to be nice and enter the fray with a nice, not brutally cold start to our weekend morning. But that's a beautiful shot. Compliments of Mother Nature right there. Just a couple of ticks before 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. We deserve a little bit of something like this, don't we?
Because in March, as a thing comes in like a lamb, goes out like a lion, comes in like a horse, leaves as an alligator, something like that. It's one of those things. You know, it's folklore, so I don't know.
We also have the Ides of March as well.
Yes.
That's coming up on the 15th.
Indeed.
Down the road.
We have a lot going on this month. A week from tomorrow is when we spring forward the clocks.
Awesome.
So this is our last weekend on Eastern Standard Time for this part of the year.
And we had Antoinette in a jacuzzi.
I know. We need to go back to that. And she was doing, like the queen wave.
Yes.
Awesome.
She got it down.
Yeah. Well, we have a little bit of cloudiness streaming on by now. So the sun's been up since 6:40. A few of these decks of clouds stream by from time to time today. So it'll be partly to mostly sunny off and on today. And temperatures are in the 40s currently. In fact, we're actually been rising the temperatures in a few areas over the last hour, a couple degrees warmer than last hour. And we have this cold front off towards the west. It's west of the mountains. That's going to come through early this afternoon. And behind it, cooler air will start seeping in later today. But until that front comes through, by about early afternoon, we may get up to around 70 degrees, upper 60s at least. And then the temperatures will start dropping a little bit mid to late afternoon into the evening. The winds will shift around the northwest and could gust over 30 miles an hour today, and we do have an increased risk of fire danger. Red flag warnings in effect, but on the other side of the front, it's a lot colder. That air is going to settle in tonight, tomorrow night, Monday, but then more warm air is coming for midweek, but with it might be some severe thunderstorms. So we'll talk about that in just a few moments. Greg.
Michael, thanks. It's 7:01 right now. The funeral arrangements have now been released for the 2 Virginia Beach police officers who were shot and killed during a traffic stop last weekend. Memorial services for Cameron Gervin and Christopher Reesoff will happen together at Rock Church today, starting at 2 p.m. These are shots from a public visitation Friday, captured by our Norfolk sister station, WTKR. The service will be live streamed on the Virginia Beach Police Facebook page. Attorney General Jason Miyares plans to attend the memorial service. And we're learning more about the fire that roared through and heavily damaged the Ashland Volunteer Rescue Squad building and destroyed 3 ambulances. Hanover's fire marshal says that the fire that broke out late Thursday night originated in the engine compartment of one of the ambulances housed in the station's apparatus bay. They add that the fire was accidental, caused by a failure in the area of one of the ambulance's battery systems. Hanover Fire and EMS says they will continue to serve neighbors from the Ashland Fire Station while repairs are being made to the damaged station. 100 men were honored in Richmond Friday, and the CBS 6 family was proudly cheering on one of our honorees.
But I want to thank you all for coming in to support these amazing men of color tonight. Family, friends, church folk.
During the inaugural 100 Men of Color Black Tie Gala and award ceremony, our very own sports reporter Sean Robertson accepted an award. The evening was dedicated to the hardworking men who have demonstrated excellence in their professions while making a lasting impact across Richmond. The ceremony not only highlighted leaders, but it brought folks together from inspirational speeches, live guest performances, and music throughout the night. We're just a few weeks away from the end of winter, so why not kickstart spring with a visit to the Richmond Home and Garden Show at the Richmond Raceway this weekend. And wouldn't you know it, that's exactly where we find Lady A, Antoinette Essa, this morning. Good morning to you, Antoinette. You still in the jacuzzi?
Good morning. Let me show you that. I wanted to show you that chair I was sitting in, but this could be this is a bathtub, but it could be your own jacuzzi in your own bathroom, Greg, because it is just magnificent and it feels amazing when you get in there. But again, you can come by and make that your own, and that's what this place is about. All these vendors are going to be here, over 225 vendors, all under one roof to give you ideas for your home, your new home or your older home, and spruce it up. We've got Dan DeJager. He is the show manager here, and That is spectacular, as I was telling Greg, right?
Yeah, a lot of people come just for inspiration.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know that they need a new tub like this, and they see that, and it's like, we need to have it. So, yes, they're shopping for a specific project or really coming for that inspiration.
Yeah, and of course, spring is coming, so people are just kind of eager to get out the house and do some new things to their homes. And so there's so much here to see and do. I want to talk about several things, and I know we're going to show some pictures. One, the Fresh Idea Stage. What is that?
Yeah, so this year we have HGTV stars Lindsay and Lindsay from Unsellable Houses. They are, if you've seen their show, they are I'd say hoot. The banter back and forth is great, but not only that, they are very knowledgeable in the real estate market and the remodeling market. So very great presentation for them.
And they show you how to sell your old homes and make
exactly.
it. Oh, wow. Okay, what about the feature garden? I think we'll do that in our next segment.
I think they're going for like a little bit of a Zen theme this year. That's Schultz Landscape. That's in our building 3, and they always bring it with kind of the new design trends for your outdoor space.
Now, we're standing where the is a Trinity Renovations kitchen and customs bath, but it's not just baths. It's not just living room. What else do you have here?
You would be hard pressed to find a project for your home that we do not have. So flooring, roofing, windows, doors, beds, jacuzzis, spas. We do have a spa blowout. So this year we do have 4 buildings. So this is the biggest show that we've had in 10 years.
Wow.
So we used to be 3 buildings. Now we have a 4th building. So anything you need for your home, we have it here.
And the great thing is, there's no pressure to buy anything. You're talking to experts and you're getting advice on all these.
That's a good point. So we tell people this is kind of your first interview with a person that could potentially be in your home for months, right? So come, ask questions, comparison shop, and just get to know, get a feel, and then set up an appointment. They'll come, maybe get you an accurate estimate at your home. We're
going to come back and talk about another segment, another section of the home show. But Hero Day is on Sunday?
Yep. Show your ID if you are a past military, current EMT, firefighter, police officer. Show your ID. You'll get in for free.
All right. Thanks, Dan. Greg, Home and Garden Show starts at 10 today, Richmond Raceway, and of course come with questions so you can ask experts and get ready to spruce up that home that you have been looking at and going, what can I do to spruce this up?
Yeah, that's always fun over there, Antoinette. Thanks so much for the information. 7:06 right now. Someone call the Ohio players, please, because we've got a roller coaster. Although this one isn't full of love so much as it is full of explosives, as the king of roller coasters is officially no more. Mike Stone will pay tribute to a fellow New Jersey icon. Do your people ride roller coasters?
We actually do, but that is a metaphor for this show, slowly imploding. We have some sunshine outside right now. It's a little chilly now, but some spots will break 70 today, but tomorrow's going to be a lot colder. We'll talk about that coming up next.
How long is our ride now, Mike? This is going on 14 years. Someone stop this ride.
Yeah, we should have been taken down years ago.
Hey, that's Tampa, Florida. What if they got some alligators down there? Come on back. Mike's forecast after this. Stay tuned.
At the Floor Store, we're more than just floors. From kitchen renovations to bathroom remodels or even outdoor spaces. The Floor Store is the place for tile. Our tile experts have over 30 years of experience to meet your design needs from start to finish. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, when you're ready to start a new project, visit the Floor Store first. Locally owned and operated. Visit us on Broad Street or Midlothian Turnpike.
Seasons change, and so do our comfort needs. Don't forget to schedule a seasonal tune-up. Take advantage of Total Comfort's $69 seasonal HVAC tune-up deal to help prevent costly breakdowns and ensure your heating or cooling system is running at peak efficiency. Total Comfort offers licensed technicians and an exceptional service guarantee to give you peace of mind. Visit yourtotalcomfort.com to schedule your appointment.
Total Comfort Heating and Air. Come home to Total Comfort.
Get ready to crown a new champion at the 2025 Atlantic 10 Women's Basketball Championship. A week filled with thrilling hoops action for the entire family awaits from March 5th to the 9th at Henrico Sports and Events Center. Individual session passes are available now. Visit Atlantic10.com/tickets to find out more. With 15 teams, 14 games, and only one champion, this is an event you won't want to miss. Get your tickets today.
Thanks for watching Battle of the Brains on CBS 6, brought to you Saturday mornings at 10 by Invest 529. For over 25 years, Invest 529 has offered award-winning education savings accounts. Learn how you can tame the tuition monster at invest529.com.
The race is on at Colonial Downs Racetrack. Don't miss the 2025 Virginia Derby on March 15th, an official qualifier on the road to the Kentucky Derby. Tickets are limited. Secure yours now at Ticketmaster.com. Colonial Downs Racetrack, where legends are born.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Go on.
I think I got away with something I shouldn't have. The temptation, it was too much.
What did you do?
Well, I got a brand new Hyundai Ioniq 5 for only $5,000.
Holy Santa Fe.
Enjoy the new car.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Lease the Hyundai Santa Fe for $329 a month, or get 2.99% APR or $2,750 bonus cash. See your local Hyundai dealer.
It is the end of the line for what was once the world's tallest roller coaster, and by. King Ka was reduced to a pile of rubble in an implosion Friday morning at New Jersey's Six Flags Great Adventure. The coaster made its debut in 2005. Wow. Launching riders standing at 456 feet with a Covillian top speed of 128 miles an hour, Michael.
Six Flags, which is at exit 7A on the New Jersey Turnpike, says that it retired King Ka to make room for new rides. Wow. The world's tallest roller coaster, the current tallest, fastest, and longest roller coaster, is set to open in Six Flags in Saudi Arabia this year. Falcon's Flight stands at 640 feet and has a top speed of 155 miles an hour. That was not too far from where I grew up in New Jersey. Went there many times, mostly in the 80s and 90s, so I never saw that ride. The first big one that they had that was fast was called the Great American Scream Machine. They had Shockwave, the stand-up roller coaster, and they had this one thing called Free Fall, which is an elevator. You go up like 10 stories, they put you over this little cliff, and you just dangle there. And of course, the New Jersey operator would be like, okay, ready, 3, 2, and then they hit the button on 2, and you would just fall.
And then do people speak New Jerseyan as they fall?
I can't repeat some of the things I've said going down on the free fall
We're going to get to the forecast here, Mike. Yeah. But I looked at the date. It's 2005. It's like, oh, man, that's a brand new roller coaster. It's 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Yeah, we were talking about the song Maneater, came out like 43 years ago.
You know, I wasn't even born yet, though.
Yeah. I think you're already in college by then, Craig. We have a mix of clouds and sunshine outside right now, and we're going to have a few clouds off and on during the day today. Temperature at the airport's currently 44 degrees. Winds are out of the south at 8, but they're going to pick up, and it's going to turn pretty gusty today with some gusts over 30 miles an hour. So due to the fact that the relative humidity is going to get pretty low this afternoon, we're going to have high temperatures close to 70, and we'll have those strong winds gusts over 30 miles an hour. We have a risk of fire weather for today, so there's a red flag warning in effect until 7 o'clock. Temperatures stem to stern are in the 40s, 40 to 49 across the Commonwealth, at least that view that I just showed you. Cold front west of the mountains and notice behind it, temperatures fall off pretty quickly, and this is the air that's going to come in late today, more so tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night, and it'll hang around into Monday as well. There's a little deck of clouds here ahead of the cold front. We'll have these kind of off and on during the day today. So a cloud-sun mix, and high temperatures will be achieved by early afternoon. Some low, possibly mid-60s north and west, some upper 60s, low 70s in the metro, and some low 70s to the southeast. Some increasing clouds across the area this afternoon into this evening. But look at the temperatures. By 10 o'clock, we're down in the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow morning, we're in the 20s. And then tomorrow afternoon, we stay in the 40s for most of the area. It's going to be even colder going into Monday morning. So the strong cold front comes through today with those gusty winds. We have sunshine for tomorrow, sunshine on Monday, an increase in clouds on Tuesday. And then a pretty big storm system is going to come into the area on Wednesday with some strong winds, and we'll have a good chance of showers and thunderstorms, and some of those storms may produce even higher wind gusts. So already this far out, we're outlook for the potential for maybe some severe thunderstorms on Wednesday. We'll talk a lot more about this as we get closer to it, but just keep in mind Wednesday is definitely going to be a windy day and potentially may have some severe thunderstorms. But for this weekend, calm weather in comparison. Windy today, a high around 70, tomorrow 45. It's cold through Monday morning, and they're up to 60 Tuesday, near 70 Wednesday, and then just a little bit cooler later this week. Greg.
All right, Michael, thank you so much. 7:13 right now, celebrating life, resilience, and the wisdom that comes with a century of experiences.
Child, I tell you, I have really enjoyed life.
Oh, thank you.
Virginia Smith was part of the first graduating class of the historic Maggie Walker High School, and she's turning 100 years old. Next, Joy Fold sits down with Virginia to talk about her remarkable journey through history and her simple secret of cherishing each day. Her goal has been to live life to the fullest, and now a woman who has spent her entire life in Richmond, turning 100 years young. Joy Fold sits down with the Virginia Smith to reflect on her extraordinary milestones, like being a proud member of the first graduating class of Maggie Walker High School. And she shares her laughter-filled insights on what keeps her young at heart.
People keep telling me, well, you don't act like anybody that's 100 years old. I ask them, I said, well, how are they supposed to act?
It's an answer we'll soon get to see as Virginia Smith celebrates her 100th birthday on Saturday, March 1st.
Right now, I'm 99. And in a few days, I'll be 100.
With just a few days left in the double digits, Smith shares her secret to reaching this monumental year.
One thing about it, I always know what I'm doing because I didn't drink. I tried to smoke.
The great-great-grandmother says the key for her has been choosing to simply cherish every day.
I'll tell you something. I thank God that He has let me be able to walk and do my work because I live by myself. And I do my housework.
And of course, being sure to laugh a lot along the way.
I'm excited about getting 100, if I make it.
When reflecting on all the years leading up to this milestone, Smith was reminded of another historical marker that had a major impact on her life.
I thoroughly enjoyed my school.
She was a part of the first graduating class of Maggie L. Walker High School in Richmond, one of only 2 high schools in the city black students could attend at the time.
Then they came up and said, oh, they're getting ready to build Maggie L. Walker. I said, oh my God. I said, I certainly hope it will be ready by the time I get ready to go. Sure enough, 1938, Maggie Walker opened.
4 years, Smith says she holds on to dearly.
Oh, child, I couldn't have asked for a better school. I couldn't have asked for a better principal and better teachers. And that was where I met my first husband.
I mean, you were in the drama club?
Uh-huh.
Tell me about it. How was that?
Oh, child. Ooh-wee. Oh, I loved it.
She says from big moments like the football classic against Armstrong High School.
I mean, people from everywhere used to come to there.
To graduation day on the lawn in 1942.
When we graduated, we had our commencement on the outside. And it was so nice.
Her history-making high school experience is one that has shaped her life for the better.
My mother always told us, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Carrying many of those memories into her 100th year, Smith looks forward to creating new ones.
What are you going to do on the morning of your birthday when you turn 100? What are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I hope the week.
Friends and family will be celebrating Virginia this Saturday on her actual birthday with a huge birthday party. For CBS 6 News, I'm Joy Foltz.
Our very own centenarian, Mike Stone, will have a check of your weekend forecast in 60 seconds.
RBC Cribs.
I love living on campus because everything is so close together.
Nothing compares to our apartment-style living on campus.
There's everything I need within my own living space.
At Richard Bland College of William and Mary.
It's cozy.
Get my own bathroom, my own laundry room.
Oh, hey, Shaggy. The convenience of campus living is how close everything is.
RBC Cribs.
Dorm life has made my college experience more meaningful.
Your home away from home. Apply today.
I am a first-generation student at Richard Bland College of William and Mary.
I'm a first-generation student at Richard Bland College of William & Mary.
I'm a first-generation student at Richard Bland College.
I'm the first person in my family to receive a degree.
Congratulations. I am able to forge a new path for my family.
I'm the first one in my generation to receive a formal education.
I wanted to set an example for my family.
And even though we're not inheriting the most ideal world to live in, I have no doubt that we can be the change we want to see in the world.
It is 7:21. We have a cloud-sun mix going on right now. It's a little chilly. We have temperatures in the 40s, but in some cases, some of these temperatures have actually gone up a couple of degrees in the last hour. We're heading up close to 70 today. If we don't hit 70 in Richmond, we'll be pretty close to that, but we'll have some 60s north and west and some low 70s southeast, and we'll have some wind gusts over 30 miles an hour. Gets cold tonight, lows in the low and mid-20s, and for tomorrow, sunny but colder with highs in the low to mid-40s. Even colder a little bit more on Monday morning with some teens to low 20s and a high of 48. Back up to 60 Tuesday. We'll be around 70 Wednesday. It's going to be a very windy day, maybe some gusts over 40 miles an hour, and the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms. And after that, just a little bit cooler and upper 50s to around 60 heading into next weekend. But next Saturday, we may get back into the mid to upper 60s. Greg? All
right, Mike, thanks so much. It's 7:22. It's a chance to show and thank some of the Virginia trailblazers we've seen over the years. A look at the new exhibit at the state capitol, paying tribute to the first ever Black House delegates in Virginia history, and what the House Speaker is saying about it. 7:25, welcome back. At the Virginia State Capitol, a new exhibit on the display honoring the first black lawmakers elected to the House of Delegates. During this past General Assembly session, black lawmakers elected during the Reconstruction era were honored during a bipartisan event called Out of the Shadows. Their stories were included in a new display at the Capitol, along with House Speaker Don Scott's most recent story. Scott is the first black person to serve in the role of House Speaker, and the display includes his personal archives that he donated to the Library of Virginia at the event. He reflects on how their work led to his opportunities, something he wants to do for the next generation.
You have success when you're not the first anymore. I understand my responsibility to make sure we have a second and a third and a fourth.
For more information on how to view the historic exhibit, you can go to WTVR.com. He is refusing to let any setbacks stop him from living his dreams. A little later, in my latest I Have a Story about an artist born with physical disabilities and deficiencies and how he's managing to roll through them in this big speed bump and achieve big success. CoStar announces dozens of layoffs from its Richmond office and cites AI as a factor. I'll look into the layoffs themselves and how former employees and experts are reacting.
This is CBS 6 This Morning Weekend.
Mike, one thing I've noticed here in the last couple of days, how much longer the days are in terms of sunlight.
Yes. In fact, our sunrise this morning was at 6:40, and it sets tonight, I think, at 6:03. And by the end of this month, between now and the end of this month, we get 72 minutes more daylight.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're starting to pick up anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes of additional daylight each day. And we have some nice sunlight outside. You know, it wasn't too terribly long ago. It was still dark at this time. But we've had the sun up for almost an hour now. And we have some clouds streaming on by. That'll be the case off and on today. But be at least a decent amount of sun for at least part of the day. Temperatures are chilly. We have some 40s across the area, but in some of these locations, we've actually gone up a couple degrees since the last hour. There's a good southwesterly wind that's going to bring in some warm air, at least for the first half of the day today, but there's a cold front west of the mountains, and behind that, it gets a bit chillier. In fact, we go into the 40s, then 30s, then 20s and teens, and that cold air will spill in here late today, more so tonight and into tomorrow and Monday. But I think we have a shot at hitting 70 at the airport before this front gets in. If we don't hit 70, we'll be pretty darn close. Be a little bit cooler north and west, a little bit warmer south and east. But then after the front comes through, notice here as we get into the afternoon, the temperatures start trailing down, and by 7 o'clock we're down to 52, and by 11 o'clock we're down to 38 degrees. So it's going to get a lot colder going into tonight and tomorrow. And then we warm back up for the middle of the week, but with it will come some strong winds and the potential for maybe some strong thunderstorms. We'll chat about that coming up in just a bit. Craig.
Michael, thanks. It's 7:31 right now. More than 100 people who work for one of Richmond's largest employers have been laid off, and we have learned their positions will be replaced with artificial intelligence. Maggie Marshall shares the reaction of former CoStar employees and the role experts believe AI will play for the company in the coming year.
A shakeup in the makeup of one of Richmond's largest employers is now underway. CoStar Group, who operates real estate websites like Homes.com and Apartments.com, laid off more than 100 employees Thursday, according to a company statement and people familiar with the cuts. Sources tell CBS 6 the cuts impacted multiple departments. Those positions included managers, editors, writers, production, and video staff. Some who were laid off say they are frustrated because they moved to the area for the stability they thought they'd acquire from the high-paying corporate job. CoStar did not respond to direct questions about the layoffs. However, a press release on their website stated the layoffs were due to annual performance management and a reallocation of roles with the use of artificial intelligence. The company wrote in a press release, quote, CoStar Group sees rapidly growing value in leveraging artificial intelligence to improve content creation, drive operational efficiencies, and build the next generation of digital real estate user interfaces. In the same release, CoStar said they will be adding an additional 1,000 jobs over the next year to their sales and market analyst teams, as well as jobs from the acquisition of another real estate company. An AR professor and director of cybersecurity for VCU shared his expertise on the changes.
So that doesn't surprise me at all. AI has been around for decades, but the growth surpassed exponential growth or any growth that you can mathematically describe.
His research shows that other businesses and industries will soon be following suit. They will make changes to their workforce to balance utilizing technology to increase efficiency and quality.
We don't have a choice. If one industry doesn't pick up on AI capabilities, the other one will. Industries don't have a choice. If they don't, they will likely stagnate and likely even disappear.
While some believe AI is the future, Monish doesn't want people to panic. He says just as people adapted to the internet and the workplace, companies will find the balance and use of AI.
Some jobs, possibly many, will change. But even though this change is happening faster than any other technological advancement, we still have time and we still are active participants.
In Richmond, I'm Maggie Marshall, CBS 6 News.
As we continue to follow this story, you can follow right along by going to WTVR.com or downloading the CBS 6 app. As we've gotten a nice spring preview these past few days, it seems to feel like as good a time of year as any to head to the Richmond Raceway for the Richmond Home and Garden Show to get some great ideas. That's once again where we find the lovely and talented Antoinette Essa. Antoinette, what are you doing right now?
I am trying to create a Zen environment for you, Greg. Actually, what I was doing there was getting the grooves back because I stepped on it. But this is in Building 3 here at the Richmond Home and Garden Show, and this is one of the Zen gardens that you can have in your own backyard. Of course, Dan Jagger is joining us again. Tell me a little bit about this. We're calling it a Zen garden.
Yeah, so what we're seeing with a lot of people that have maybe been living in a home for quite a while, people used to stay simple, and now they're kind of going to the style that they want. So something that's a little more unique, something like a Zen garden. It's simple.
Yeah.
It's not as many plants as you need to keep up. Again, you can work in your backyard and kind of bring peace and calm to
That's
yourself.
right, and have like some nice charm.
Exactly, yep.
Let's roll some pictures on what you can see here today and tomorrow at Richmond Raceway, Richmond Home and Garden Show. One-stop shop to get an idea of how to maybe spruce up your living room, your kitchen, your bathroom, and add value, right?
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of people with the interest rates where they are, they want to add things to their home that could get them that maximum dollars. So you're seeing the obvious, adding to their kitchen and their bath, but they're seeing that roofs, garage doors, windows are actually the highest return on your investment.
Yeah.
And you can get all of those here.
And while we're in this, this is Building 3, you also have live music?
Yeah, so it's not all just work and working on your home. So after talking to those 225 exhibitors, you can come relax, Coalesce Coffee, one of our favorite coffee trucks in the area, grab a cup of coffee, listen to some live music all day, and just enjoy the day.
You also have a marketplace. That's where we got the chime.
Yeah, so it's not just big purchase purchases like windows and roofs, you can come and get beautiful things like this for your yard.
Yeah.
We have a pickle guy, we have a cheese guy, we have a fudge person, we have Tupperware, all the things you would like to get for your home we do have in the marketplace
And
as well.
quickly, Hero Day is Sunday.
Yes, so firefighters, EMTs, active or retired military, show your ID, get in for free.
And Twin Sisters from HGTV are here today at 1?
Today at 1 on stage in Building 2.
All right. Greg, back to you. Today 10 o'clock and tomorrow
10 o'clock?
10 o'clock as well. All right.
Can feel the zen already, Antoinette. Thanks so much. Speaking of zen, as the final season of the Diamond drawing closer, Parney's figuring out what pants to wear for the opening day, why not get into the springtime event and head on over there this morning? Because today marks the return of Nutsy's Block Party. From 10 to 1, the Flying Squirrels will celebrate the selling of single game tickets for the upcoming season, filled with vendors, fire truck rides, and a mascot autograph session. And you'll also have the chance to get onto the season ticket wait list for next year with the opening of CarMax Park. Opening day this year is set for Friday, April 4th, coming here, and probably just a little bit more, 34 days. How about that? So, Mike, we were talking about Parney's pants. Today, could be wearing Parney shorts.
Yeah, in fact, I think in that time period of the block party, roughly about 60 to 70 degrees during that 3-hour stretch. Yeah, we have a little bit of sunshine outside right now. It's a little chilly. We have some temps in the 40s, but 70 or better potentially for some of us. But tomorrow it's going to be a lot colder. We'll chat about that as well as a big storm for the middle of the week up next.
All right, Mike, thanks so much. Well, our resident New Jersey native says he visited this place many, many times. Patterson Falls, Cam, if you look closely on that historic building right there, I think Mike carved his initials in there, MS, back in what, 1972?
Oh, there's a commemorative plaque on the other side of the building. You just can't see it from this angle. And we'll go back into 741. Sun's up, but we have some clouds streaming on by. That'll be the case from time to time today. Currently, we're in the 40s. The normal low for this time of year is 33, and the normal high is 55. We may touch or break 70 in some of the area today. Sun's been up since 6:40. It'll set tonight at 6:03, and we had just under 5.5 inches of liquid precip. That's rain and melted down ice and snow in the month of February. It was the 8th wettest February on record. We have a red flat warning in effect for today for the entire CBS 6 viewing area. That goes until 7 o'clock. We're going to have highs near 70 degrees, wind gusts over 30 miles an hour, and the air is going to be really dry, so anything that sparks will spread very quickly. And just a reminder, there's no open burning before 4 p.m. through April 30th, but keep that in mind, especially for today. Here's a cold front west of the mountains. You notice on the other side, it's pretty chilly. We have some teens, 20s, and 30s. That's the air that gets in here late today, tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night. But ahead of it, we have this good southwesterly wind flow, and that'll push us up close to 70 today. In fact, across the region right now, temperatures are ranging from 40 in Danville to 50 in Kilmarnock, with just about everyone else in between. And here's that little batch of clouds that's coming through the area now. There's a little back edge here out by Louisa County, but there'll be a few more decks of clouds that come in with the actual front later today. Highs low to mid 60s to the north and west, some low 70s south and east, and we'll be in the upper 60s to around 70 in the metro. Tonight we get cold down into the 20s area wide. We might get 1 or 2 spots down to 19 possibly. For tomorrow, a lot colder with highs in the 40s, and then tomorrow night it's going to be even a few degrees colder than tonight with lows in the low 20s and definitely the potential for some teens in our outlying areas. After that, we're up to 48 on Monday, 60 on Tuesday, close to 70 Wednesday, and then we'll be a little bit cooler for the second half of the week, but still near or above normal. High pressure is going to give us nice weather tomorrow and Monday. We see an increase in clouds on Tuesday, and then a strong storm system will bring a good chance of showers and storms on Wednesday, potentially some severe storms, and even if we don't have any thunderstorms on Wednesday, we're still going to have some wind gusts potentially over 40 miles an hour. So it's definitely going to be a windy, turbulent day, but there is the potential for some strong to severe storms then. In the meantime, just kind of windy today and fairly tranquil, just a little bit colder tonight, tomorrow, into Monday. And then the second half of the week will have highs in the 50s to around 60. Greg.
Michael, thank you so much. 7:43 right now. He is proof that art knows no limits.
And they just come up. I said, wow, how can I do this? Sometimes I surprise myself. Yeah.
Oh, that smile and laugh. Meet Bukuru Nyandwi, a native of Tanzania, born without arms or legs. He's now creating artwork that is selling out across Richmond. Next, in my I Have a Story, I will introduce you to the artist whose creativity and inspiration can be found in every sketch and stroke. These colorful canvases are turning heads and hanging on the walls of homes across Richmond. In my latest I Have a Story, photographer Enza Marcy and I want you to meet the artist who is not letting physical limitations prevent him from creating art and spreading lots and lots of joy.
Nobody draws and paints like Bakuru.
Whichever medium he chooses.
You're going to see drawings you've never really seen before.
His canvases are causing a buzz across Richmond's art scene.
Wow.
From whimsical watercolors to dynamic drawings. It's not just what Bakuru Nyandwi creates that's turning heads.
Okay.
It's how he creates.
Come is for me.
Pinching a pen between shoulder and cheek. Bakuru is defying the odds.
I like this.
The 33-year-old was born without arms or legs. But you would never know it admiring the self-taught artist's body of work.
I just try to draw someone, people, and they just come up. I said, wow, how can I do this? Sometimes I surprise myself. Yeah.
A native of Tanzania, Bakuru's family and friends recognize his abilities at an early age.
Just draw.
His subjects, doodling animals in the dirt with a stick.
Sometimes my brother, my sister, they come see how I'm doing. They ask, how you do this? How do you draw this? I say, I don't know. For this, it just come up. It just come up on my head.
After immigrating to the United States in 2008, Bakuru enters his first art class at Henrico High School.
Someone asked me, over teacher, how did you learn how to draw? I said, it's my gift God gave me.
Bakuru's gift is leading to opportunities well beyond the classroom.
He just brings this studio so much joy.
Sally Kemp is the founder and executive director of Milk River Arts.
Everything that he says comes from this true place of the joy he has in his life. Bakuru blows my mind every day.
The 10-year-old nonprofit on West Broad Street.
Recorder views. Yeah.
Mentors and supports Bakuru and 7 other studio artists living with disabilities.
And one of the things that you hear Bakuru say all the time when you say, wow, that was amazing, great work, and he says, I try.
Bakuru's career is soaring to another scale.
People will say, oh my goodness, this is awesome.
At his first ever solo art show at Quirk Gallery, each one of the painter's pieces sold.
The thing that's really amazing is you see these paintings and there's no way to know how they were made. What's going on there?
Oh, this one is
Michael Leese, a director at the Institute for Contemporary Art.
All those lines making up that. I love that. That's amazing.
Marvels at Bakuru's ability to thrive and achieve.
Oh yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
Most people don't paint that way, right? Bakuru is, I don't think, as consumed with the things that we are struck by. I just don't think he thinks about it.
Milk River is introducing Bakuru's work to a wider audience.
There have been times over the last 10 years that Milk River Arts has, like many small nonprofits, looked at the budget sheet and wondered, how are we going to keep going? And I can say that Bakuru has been a big part of my why. Why do I want to keep going? How do I keep going?
Every time I just say, I try. That's it. You're good, you draw good. I'd say, I try, yes.
Clients are commissioning pieces from the artist who takes his gift seriously, but in stride.
If you give me, can you draw this for me? I said yes.
He is painting right over enormous challenges.
Bukuru can do anything.
There is nothing abstract about Bukuru Nyandwi.
I never gave up. I'm trying. Yeah, I never gave up.
He is an artist illustrating his talents and triumphs in every stroke.
Yeah, I'm going to see my face on the TV. Oh my goodness.
I dream big dreams for Bukuru, and he will make them come true.
For I Have a Story.
I love it. I love so much.
I'm Greg McQuaid. CBS 6 News.
No one like Bukuru. If you'd like to learn more about Bukuru's artwork and find out more about the nonprofit, you can log on to milkriverarts.org. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Meet Orange Julius, a 7-month-old, and Fisher, an 8-month-old, adoptable from Hanover Community Cats. They would love to be adopted together. However, they could be adopted separately if the home has at least one other cat playmate for them to play with. They both have the perfect combination of play and cuddles in them. They both love interactive toys, wand toys, and spring toys. If you're interested in Orange Julius and Fisher, please send an email to hanovercommunitycats804@yahoo.com. I'm Mike Goldberg with this morning's Pause for Pets.
That is right, 7:55. Reminder, you can join us at 10 o'clock for Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529. Some things are just meant for each other. Peanut butter and jelly, Scott's Addition, and new apartments under construction, Neil Diamond and Sweet Caroline, and you and me.
Sure.
And of course, pandas and bamboo. Well, scientists think they finally solved and cracked the code why the last pairing is as strong as it is. See, they have similar digestive systems to each other in bears, but pandas are almost entirely vegetarian and mostly eat bamboo. Until now, really, no one knew why. Well, researchers say the answer lies in the bamboo itself.
As pandas eat the plant, they absorb genetic material from it called microRNA, and that starts to influence the pandas, specifically their senses of smell and taste. In short, it makes them easier for them to find the freshest and most nutritious bamboo. The microRNA also affects the growth, behavior, and biological rhythms of pandas, and they have to eat up to 16 hours a day to keep up with their carnivorous cousins. Now, if you're like, Mike, that's a great story, we're enjoying our breakfast. Well, cover your ears, because pandas do, on occasion, eat small rodents and other meat.
Because they're hiding in the bamboo.
Yeah. That's a very wholesome story that we screeched off into a ditch in the last sentence.
It's kind of like the show. We get you there and we drive off the cliff.
There you go.
How's our weather looking, my man?
Today it's going to be windy. We have the potential to hit 70, and that's going to be cold tonight, tomorrow night, Monday, and warmer again on Wednesday. But that could be a day where we have severe weather, so we're going to keep an eye on that.
Perfect day for Nutsy's Block Party begins at 10. Thanks so much for joining us.
Have yourself a great Saturday, and we'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m.